Uh, Today's topic is this meeting is being recorded. Interesting. That is a very unique kind of valuation report that we are going to have discussion today. The valuation report of Tata Steel merger. Around 7 companies merged with Tata Steel recently. So we are going to have a look into all the details as to how this valuation was done, what was the method used, and more specifically, the level and the quality of the valuation report. What was the uh, valuation report that was presented? So today we have our own beloved speaker, Dr. Ajay Garg, and we all know him very well. He is the founder of My Valuation Bank and also founder member of ERWA. We all know him very well. He's being very kind and generous, uh, getting time, finding time in his busy schedule and coming over the platform and guiding us. So, with a brief introduction, I'll introduce him. Dr. Ajay Garg is a registered valuer. We all know him very well. That he's our guru in valuation. He has, along with the valuer, he is having other degrees as well, many degrees. If we read it about it, so it is MA, MCom, MBA, LLB, FCS. He's also a doctorate, PhD, IBBI registered valuer, IPR attorney, insolvency professional, and others. In total, he is having
Recorded.
sorry, but
Sorry, but
yeah. So in total, he's having more.
so in total he's having more.
My voice is getting echoed, sir.
My voice is getting equal, sir.
जी जी बोलें
Yeah, am I audible?
Yeah, am I audible now?
yes
Okay, okay.
Okay, okay.
So he's having more than
So he's having more than 36.
and being a constant,
And being a
a
constant
regular teacher, he has conducted more than 600
teacher, he
lectures
has
on
conducted
various
more than
platforms,
600
including
lectures on
ICSI,
various
ICI,
platforms,
and
including
various other public
ICSI,
institutions.
ICI, and various other public institutions.
He has served as
He
a
has served as
director of Corporation Bank
director of
for 3 years, that is from 2008 to 2011. And he is also a great author. He has
great
authored
author.
4 books.
He has authored 4 books.
The first one is Financial
The
Inclusion,
first one is financial
and
inclusion,
the second one is
and the
for
second
his
one
domain, that is
is
corporate
for
law.
his
Third one, he has recently authored a book for ICI on SME, and his fourth book, Aave Par Kar Le, is very popular
very
book
popular
for a new
book
entrepreneur and
for
young entrepreneurs
and
who wants to
young
do business.
entrepreneurs who wants to do business.
He has
He
founded a
has
very unique
founded a
platform,
very unique
myvaluationbank.com,
platform, myvaluation.com,
which we all
all
new
we
valuers
all values
regularly uses.
uses,
And whenever we stuck at any
whenever we
point
stuck
or we
any
need any
point
reference,
or
we feel like we need
any
to have any
reference, we
reference for any valuation report, we all
valuation
surely
report.
visit
We all
myvaluationbank.com. And because of
myvaluationbank.com.
that,
Because of
uh,
that,
the
uh,
hits on the
the
website has
hits
crossed
on the
more than
website has crossed more than
460,000, and
4
I
lakh
think
60,000, and
by
I
this
think
year end it
by
would
this
be
year end
crossing
it
5
would
lakh
be
hits.
crossing 5 lakh hits.
So with this,
So
uh,
this,
I formally
I
welcome
formally
Dr. Ajay
welcome
Garji to
Technology
come on the dais and
as
shower
and
his knowledge on all of
shower
us
his
so
knowledge
that we
on all of
become
us so that
more
we become
insightful.
more insightful.
box not only questions but the comments also. Comments are also very important. So then Akashi, let us
Recorded.
yeah kindly disclose name and status of companies merging with Tata Steel Limited. So this Tata Steel merger has just started. Number one thing. And if this is the question in your mind, then now note down the companies which are going to be merged with Tata Steel. One of them is Tata Steel Long Products, then Tin Plate Company of India Limited, Tata Metallic Limited, and TRF Limited. These four are listed companies. And two unlisted companies, Indian Steel and Wire Products, Tata Steel Mining. And then there is seventh company which is wholly owned subsidiary. So now Akashji, after going through this list, a question comes into mind, and question is placed to you that how many valuation reports are required when seven companies are merging with the eighth company? And wrong answer is also welcome.
In my limited, as per my limited understanding, the wholly owned subsidiary valuation on wholly owned subsidiary won't be required because that is it is a part of that company itself.
Yeah,
So
you are perfectly right.
among seven, six valuation report would be required.
And now there is an interesting question. Why six valuation reports? Why not the valuation report of the company under which all the companies are merging and will be issuing its share?
Yes. So the exchange rate would be different for each case.
Yes, but the valuation of the company in which these six, seven companies are merging, the valuation report of that company. So that's a big question. And we leave this question for the session and the participants to address. Yes, move to next. And was it possible to have only one valuation report? Is valuer very hi-fi entity? This may be the question in mind. Tata Steel, big company,
Yes, yes.
thousands of crores, lakhs of crores. How many valuers are involved? When seven companies are merging with the eight company, how many valuation valuers are involved? And where can I see valuation report? This can be another question, that where can I see valuation report? So then let us go for question of these. Number one, hi-fi valuer? No. Valuer is just like Akash and me. You may be surprised to note that valuers are two individual registered valuers. One registered valuer, Vikrant Jain ji, he has signed five valuation reports, whereas one valuation report has been signed by Rashmi Shah. Seventh entity is wholly owned subsidiary, hence valuation report is not required.
Mhm.
And these valuation reports are now also available on myvaluationbank.com. If you do not have time to go at any other portal, come to myvaluationbank.com. All the reports are freely downloadable from there. Yes. Are these valuation reports very complicated? Now, Akashi, as a young valuer, you might be thinking
Yes.
Tata Steel valuation report running into hundreds
Oh,
of pages
yes,
and
it is.
recording all the things and all. If the assignments would have come to the table of the Akash Agarwal, whether and in what time frame he would be able to do it. There may
Mhm.
be many questions about that.
Yes. Mhm.
Are these very bulky reports? This may also be the question, because
Yes.
you might have heard in many sessions कि भाई आपको ये करना है, वो करना है, आपको पोर्टल खरीदना है, फिर आपको रिपोर्ट्स खरीदनी है, फिर आपको पता नहीं क्या क्या करना है. Only then
Mhm.
your valuation report will be ready. Then third question may be that are these valuation reports very attractive and lot of statistics involved? Because valuation report is all about statistics. So whether that statistics is there, whether that statistics is annexer, whether there are annexers to the report, whether other things are there or not, that may be the question. So then when these questions are there, so then let us see what are the lazy answers for these spicy questions. Number one, no, not at all. So what was the question? Let us go back to the question also. Are these valuation reports very complicated? Answer is no, not at all. Second is valuation reports are in public domain. Are these reports very bulky reports? So let us see the size of the reports. Valuation reports in public domain, five valuation reports signed by Vikrant Jain ji runs from 4 to 7 pages, Akash ji. And sixth valuation report, which is signed by Rashmi Shah, that runs to 15 pages. And then The third question, are these reports very attractive and lot of statistics? So now let us see the answer. These reports are plain vanilla valuation reports without any picture, without any graph, without any minimum table. Minimalist approach has been adopted by two RV registered valuers. Minimalist approach. So this is something a departure, something when you go through the report, so then you realize that, Arey bhai, if Vikrant can do it, I can also do these type of reports. So that is the advantage, that you get the question for any complicated or any valuation report by glancing through these reports. Yes, next. Why so many valuation report for single merger? Rajeshwar ji, are you there? If you are there, then kindly come on screen.
Sir, tell me, sir.
Yes, Rajeshwar ji. See, because you and I, we have done lot of mergers, and we have seen that even if there are more than two companies, we always go for the single valuation report.
Sir.
And here, you have been told just now that there are 6 valuation reports. What are you feeling?
So generally, in case of merger, swap ratio report will be issued by one single valuer.
Yes.
I am also waiting for the answer from your side, sir. I am also little surprised in seeing 6 reports.
Yeah. So see, actually, Rajeshwar ji, this is a departure, and keep eye on this case. If this case successfully goes through the various regulators and the tribunals and the procedure, then a new trend will be set where instead of one valuation report, more than one valuation report. This is a departure from the traditional practice where we used to have one valuation report for more than one company merging into the another third company or more than that. So this is departure. As far as my knowledge goes back, and I am doing the merger assignment since 2000, that means 22 years, where the mergers at that time were being handled in the high courts, not in the tribunals, and we have seen that era. So let us see that if this, keep an eye on the progress of the merger of Tata companies, and once you keep the eye, then the result, whether it is accepted by all the entities, for example, stock exchanges, for example, the companies, for example, the shareholders, for example, National Company Law Tribunal, for example, the other forums. So let us see what happens. Whether one jumbo valuation report was possible, this may be the question. Rajeshwar ji. So then your next question is, which I am taking right now, that whether one valuation report was possible. Answer is yes, that was also possible. That one jumbo valuation report where the valuation of all the 7, 6, 8 companies which will become single entity, and then swap ratio having the impact of the other 6 companies also which are going to merge. But here what has happened, that only the impact of the company which will continue, Tata Steel, only that impact is there when swap ratio is calculated. Then Akashji, another interesting question, that 7 companies merging and only 6 valuation report. Where is the 7th? And then the question came, where is the 8th? And why so? So then first question, that 6 valuation report, why not 7th? Because 7th is wholly owned subsidiary. And in case of wholly owned subsidiary, what happens, that in case of wholly owned subsidiary, we do not need the valuation report because no shares are getting issued. Because no shares are getting issued, therefore there is no need of the 7th report. And then the 8th, about the company which is under which all the companies are going to subsume. So this is a question for which the answer will happen in future when this merger order will be passed by the National Company Law Tribunal. Merger has just started on 22nd of September with the announcement. Yes. Once approved, this will set a new trend mark. Actually, these shares are not getting allotted for all the transfer companies. The reason which I could find why the separate reports are there, that what is happening, that in one particular case, in that company the money is being refunded, shares are not getting allotted in one particular case, where the Tata Steel is holding 95% of the equity, other shareholders are only 5%, and perhaps those shareholders are also some other Tata Group entities. So what is happening over there? Their money is getting refunded. They are not getting shares allotted. Perhaps that is the reason why this has been thought by the strategist. Then is that instead of having the one jumbo report, he has gone for the different reports. Single valuation report is what is usually preferred in the market, because seventh company is only on subsidiary, not requiring issuance of fresh shares. So therefore 100% shares will get expunged. Hence 6 valuation reports for 7 transfer companies. Yes.
Sir, I have a question here.
Yes.
See now, transfer companies we are speaking. What about Tata Steel valuation report? Does it also requires a valuation report? No.
Yes, it required, because otherwise their process is incomplete. And that valuation report I could not get. I tried from all the platforms. I could get 6 reports. Maybe that 7th report is there, but that has not yet been placed on the public portal. That may be the same. Jagannathan Sharmila ji, can you please share the Facebook live link? Yes, we will share just now. Wait. Yes, move to next, Akash ji. What is the date of disclosure? What is date of valuation? What is date of valuation report? Registered valuer must have taken lot of time. This may be the question. Arey bhai, Tata Steel, so many plants, Mozambique, beyond India, within India, big plants. Even if you take the round of all the plants, you will take lot of time. And then another question, whether land and building and plant and machinery valuers were involved or not.
Most important.
Then now let us see the answers. Date of disclosure September 22, 2022, means public announcement has been made on September 22 regarding the proposed merger. Cut-off date which has been taken for the purpose of valuation, that is 30th June. And the date of all the valuation reports is September 22, because price sensitive information, once you have the valuation report, you cannot keep it, you have to disclose it. So therefore, date of board meeting and date of valuation report is same. And then registered valuer must have taken lot of time. So let us see how much time registered valuer has taken. So registered valuer for 5 reports has taken 24 days maximum. And his appointment was 13th September for one valuation report in case of Vikrant Jainji. And in case of Rashmi Shahaji, the time she has taken, the engagement letter is dated 8th September. And that means she has finished this valuation report of one company in 14 days. And Vikrantji has finished all these in 5 valuation reports in 24 days, Akashji. That means that jet speed time. And here I want to tell Akashji that my 5th book is now on cards.
Okay.
And just day before yesterday, I have got the title for my 5th book. And with jet speed, matching steps with Rashmi Shahaji and Vikrant Jainji, I intend to release this book in physical mode on 25th of December.
Okay. Congratulations, sir.
If 5 valuation reports can be signed, then in 30 days, the book shall be released from concept to the reality. So let us see whether I can match their speed or not. And see, RJ completed 5 valuation report in 24 days, and Rashmi Shahaji completed one valuation report in 14 days.
Mhm.
Valuation report do not mention involvement of any other expert. Nowhere mentioned. Means land and building valuer and plant and machinery valuer were not involved. Neither in case of listed companies nor in case of unlisted companies. Yes. Next set of silly questions. Whether Excel sheets are annexed to the reports or referred in the report. Whether SEBI formula has been used for listed companies. What formula has been used for unlisted companies? Yes, let us go for the answer. No, Vikrant Jainji has not annexed any working sheet. Rashmi Shah has annexed one very sleek working sheet. Yes and no both. In absence of working papers, concrete answers not possible. For listed entities, weighted average volume has been assigned to MP method. Equal weight has been assigned to have been used in case of listed companies. One is market price method. Another one is comparable companies method. And if you go through the SEBI regulations, so then CCM method when company is already listed, so this is very hard to digest. But the valuers have, in case of listed companies, they have mentioned that MP method and CCM method, and then equal weightage has been assigned to both the methods. Both the methods are under market approach. And in case of unlisted companies, asset approach has been ignored. DCF and CCM method have been used. MP market price method was not possible, and DCF method has been used, and comparable companies method has been used with assigning with equal weightage in case of two unlisted companies. This is what has happened. Yes. Next. What a speed. Everything happened in 24 days. So therefore, after going through these reports, I am now inspired that I can also complete a book in 30 days. So let us see whether this I can or I cannot. But remember, 24 days you may see here, but remember someone must have worked for pretty long period to attain this speed.
Mhm.
Because 24 days, 5 reports, you know, Akashji, lot of work, lot of data, lot of
Yes,
things,
yes.
lot of decoration, and then lot of writing work, then lot of Excel sheets, then you have some other assignments also at your table. So then 5 reports in 24 days is just like taking the separating the trunk of the elephant from the elephant. So then someone must have done the spade work, and after that spade work only, they must be having full-fledged dedicated team, both the valuers, because they were having the full-fledged dedicated team. Therefore, they must be able to complete this gigantic assignments in less than 4 weeks. Still, I will say hats off to them from ERVA and myvaluationbank.com to do this wonderful, extraordinary assignment in less than 4 weeks. So hats off and salute from the side of ERVA, All India Registered Valuer Association and My Valuation Bank to them. Yes. By the way, how did you get access to these valuation reports? I was told that valuation report is confidential document. So, Madam Sharmila ji is attending this session, and this question I have taken from her copy, that how did you get access to these valuation reports, and I was told that valuation report is confidential document. तो चोरी किया क्या टाटा स्टील से या विक्रांत जैन जी के ऑफिस से किया? तो see, Sharmila ji, any valuation report is confidential unless and until it comes in public domain. Once it comes in public domain, then for academic purpose, this can be used, and we are using it for academic purpose, not for the purpose of making the money. And that is the reason why these are freely downloadable from myvaluationbank.com also. And practically speaking, in case of the listed companies, we have taken it from the portal of Bombay Stock Exchange. And in case of unlisted companies, we have taken these reports from Bombay Stock Exchange because the transferee company is listed company. Because transferee company Tata Steel itself is listed company, so therefore even if unlisted company is merging, so then this report they are duty bound to share this report with the stock exchange, and I have taken it from there. But in case of unlisted companies, you can download the reports from MCA portal also. So that way this is possible. Yes. Yes, valuation reports are confidential unless and until they come in public domain. Once in public domain in open registry, they loses confidentiality clause. I have taken these reports from bscindia.com and MCA portal, no chori, only from the public domain. Yes. Then what is the final learning lesson from today's session? Learning lesson is that howsoever big may be the assignment, you can complete this assignment within the time frame. Do not get overwhelmed by the sessions which are happening in the market where you are being kept under constant fear, that you have to study this, you have to do IVS, you have to do FBS, you have to go for European standards, you have to read this, you have to read that. You can do it, and you can do it with fast way. If Vikrantji can do 5 reports tomorrow, some big company approaches you, don't worry, no need to sign land and building, no need to engage anyone else, and you can do this report. And yes, so this is the final lesson, that valuation report is not a rocket science. Every big company assignment can also be closed in limited time. And corporate valuations may not necessarily need help of other registered valuers. So these are the learning lessons for all of us who are attending today's session. Yes, Akashji?
Sir,
Yes. Now we will glance through the reports. And any question, Akashji, welcome. And Sharmila ji, also feel free to ask your questions.
Definitely, sir.
Akashji, any question, or then we can glance through the valuation reports?
sir, I'm wondering as to uh, as the cost approach, asset approach was not considered taken. So
Yes.
is it not required compulsory to consider all the approaches? And if one gets eliminated, the reasoning behind that needs to be given.
Yes. But therefore, we will just glance through the reports and we will see whether some reasoning has been given by the valuer or not. Therefore, I am saying that do not feel burdensome when some big company approaches you for valuation report. If you know the art, this is not the science. Therefore, I say that valuation report is not a rocket science.
Mhm.
And minimalist approach, where you do not run here and there, you just focus on your assignment and you complete this assignment within the boundaries of the law as per the requirement of the law, without without doing much work. So how to do the valuation report, how to complete the assignment without doing the much work, that you can see here. And once this Tata Matter merger goes through, keep a very close eye on that. Once it goes through, then there is benchmark for you. That
Yes.
is, suppose your valuation report is questioned at any stage, you can say if Tata Steel report is okay, then
Then
my
why
report
not this?
is,
Yes,
why
yes.
not this? So then keep close eye on this. And I'm keeping the close eye on this development, whether some regulator, some tribunal will raise a finger, whether this will be questioned by someone or not. If these will go through, then these will set the benchmark for
it
me
will
also.
help a lot. Help a lot.
Yes, because extraordinary company, I have given it a caption, extraordinary company and ordinary report. So now we will see the reports. These reports I have forwarded to you, and you will be sharing the reports one by one, and we will see whether the reports are extraordinary or these are ordinary report wrapped up extraordinarily. So let us see.
Which one should we first have a look into?
First, let us start with tin plate.
Sorry.
Tin plate, where your cursor was there, third from bottom, because
Okay.
this is
Tire
listed
thing.
company. Yeah, this tin plate is, ये टाटा लिखते हुए स्टाफ से गलती हो गई होगी, तो इसलिए ये ऐसे ताया बन गया है. तो टाटा tin plate. So let us start with this. This is one of the listed company. Let us see the valuation report of tin plate. You can see September 22, that is the date which is mentioned over there. Means this has been released on September 22, price sensitive information. Therefore, the board meeting was also on September 22, and the date of the valuation report is also September 22. Now, see, recommendation of share exchange ratio for the proposed amalgamation of Tin Plate Company of India Limited into Tata Steel Limited. Both the companies are listed. But this is interesting to note that the valuer has not thought it fit even to mention the SIN number of the companies. Even the SIN number of the company has not been mentioned by the valuer. Yes, scope and purpose of this report. Now let us go for scope and purpose and see that in case of merger, these three paras has been mentioned. First para is related to that management is, now see, because board meeting is also happening on September 22, where disclosure has to come. So therefore, see that he has mentioned, I understand that management of the companies is contemplating an amalgamation because the merger scheme may not be ready by that time. So when merger scheme is not ready by that time, because in merger scheme the swap ratio is also there. So therefore, how to frame this sentence, that is an important lesson for the youngsters who are attending this session. As a consideration for the amalgamation, equity shareholders would be issued equity shares of TSL. So here what is happening, that shares are being exchanged, and share exchange ratio for this report refers to number of equity shares of face value INR 1 each, which would be issued to shareholders of TCIL of face value of 10. So here the face value of one share, that is transferee company, is 1 rupee, whereas face value of the share of the transfer company is 10 rupees. For the aforesaid purpose, client has engaged the registered valuer to submit a report recommending the share exchange ratio. Now see the beauty, Akashji, that here Rajeshwarji was just contemplating, and he said one very important thing, that in case of merger, we need to work out share exchange ratio. So there, now see very intelligently, the valuer has mentioned that for the aforesaid purpose, client has engaged the registered valuer not to carry out the valuation, but to submit a report recommending the share exchange ratio. तो ये जो है ना, ये जो my generation grew up listening to the radio that लाइफ बॉय साबुन ये मैल में छिपे कीटाणुओं को धो डालता है, तो दे नेवर सेड कि मार डालता है. ये मेरा इंप्रेशन था कि मैं सोचता रहा मार डालता है, बट वो कहना चाहते थे कि भाई ये कीटाणु भी धुल करके साफ सुथरे होके अपना नहा धो के सही हो जाते हैं. समझ रहे हो ना? तो here it is very clear, registered valuer has been engaged not to carry out the valuation report, but for recommending the share exchange ratio. Yes. source of information. Now let us see the source of information on what all he has focused. Yes. Now here the valuer has mentioned, एक बार थोड़ा ऊपर चलो. Here the valuer has mentioned little up.
यहाँ पर yes,
Yes. In accordance with internationally accepted valuation standards. So here he has mentioned that client has engaged the registered valuer to recommend share exchange standards, right? That means he will either adopt IVS or EVS, European Valuation Standards. So now let us go down and see what was the source of information for the valuer. Yes. Now move to the next page. This report is of only 7 pages, right? Now, draft scheme of amalgamation, audited financial statement for the past 3 financial years, financial results for the quarter ended 30th June, discussion with the management on various issues relevant to valuation exercise such as outlook of the industry, future prospect, expected growth rate, other relevant information regarding future envisaged profitability of the business, other relevant details of the company. Now see, here E point is very important. Some of the valuers, including me, mention all the documents which we have referred in the valuation report. Here what he has mentioned, other relevant details of the company such as history, promoter, past and present activities, other relevant information, data in the single point. So this is also and which have been provided by the all down. Is done on 22nd September. Yes, Akashi.
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And now see, background Tata Steel Limited, that is the transferee company. In case of transferee company, what has been mentioned? This has been mentioned how many shares are held by the promoter and how many shares are held by the public. So this is general information. Yes. Tin plate, again in case of tin plate, the shareholding pattern has been mentioned. Yes. Exclusion, and then straight away the valuer comes to exclusion and limitations. And exclusion and limitations, the page number 3, this starts on page number 3. Yes. Continue. And then it ends on page number 4. Then approach to valuation engagement.
Sir, why is that
Here,
the Tata Steel Limited seal is there, sir, in the valuation report, and not of that valuers? That is seal,
which,
no? Can you scroll up or down?
yeah.
Yeah. Here it is Tata Steel Limited, Mumbai. There is a seal, company seal, but
Yeah.
not of valuers. Why is that so, sir?
I have taken from public domain.
Oh,
Valuer is not responsible to submit the report to Bombay Stock Exchange.
okay.
Valuer presented his report to Tata Steel board of directors who has engaged them. And then copy of the valuation report has been submitted by Tata Steel to the stock exchange. And when company is submitting any document, then it
Okay, okay, I understood.
has to mention certified true copy. So because of that, this stamp of Tata Steel Limited is there.
Okay, thank you, sir.
And now approach to valuation engagement. analysis of information shared by management, analysis of information related to company and its peer, discussion with management, discussion with registered valuer. So this perhaps has wrongly happened here because he himself is registered valuer. So then how he discuss with himself, and fairness opinion giver appointed by TCIL regarding the valuation approach being adopted for the proposed transaction. There is fairness report also, and selection of appropriate internationally accepted
Sir,
valuation.
Ajay sir,
Yes.
discussion with the registered valuer, probably he would have discussed with Tata Steel valuation registered valuer.
But I could not find any such report.
Okay, could be possible that one. Okay.
Yeah, this is possible. Yes. Methodology. Now see what all is mentioned in valuation methodology. Market approach. Here comes two methods. Even in case of listed company, this is something very interesting, and I will be keeping close eye on the developments because here, in case of listed companies, SAST, substantial acquisition of shares and takeover, guidelines in case of merger where other things are there. So then how this CCM can also be used in addition to the volume weighted average, that will be very interesting to observe. Yes. Then income approach under discounted cash flow method. Now, as far as income approach is concerned, he has mentioned that discounted cash flow, and for cost approach, he has mentioned net asset value. And now see, this is very important and learning lesson from this report.
Sir,
That income approach,
sir, cost approach can we use net asset value?
yes,
But IVS says it is a replacement cost or reproduction cost, not net asset.
yes, yes. So that is important. Yes. And now see, let us scroll down further. Now see, the application of any method, and it cannot be too strongly emphasized that valuer can only arrive at one value, etc., etc., and then market price method is there. Yes. In market price method of an equity share as quoted on stock entitlement is normally considered as value of the equity share. Such quotations are available from the shares being regularly and freely traded in, subject to the element of speculative support that may be inbuilt in the value of the share. In the present case, equity share are listed. Share price observed on NSE for an appropriate period prior to valuation date has been considered for determining the TSL and TCIL. Turnover on NSE is higher, therefore NSE data has been taken. Market value of TSL and TCIL is arrived by considering the SEBI formula. But what is the SEBI formula? That is not mentioned. Only thing which is mentioned in the valuation report is that SEBI formula has been used. Yes. Then comparable companies market multiple. Under this method, valuation of equity share is arrived by using multiples derived from the valuations of comparable companies. But which comparable companies have been considered, that is not mentioned in the report. As manifest through stock market valuation of the listed company, this valuation is based on the principle that market valuations taking place between informed buyer and informed seller, and I have considered this method for valuing both the companies. DCF method, this has not been used because it is mentioned that I have not considered DCF for present valuation as the long-term financial projections have not been made available, being price sensitive information. That means whenever Akashi, we are doing the valuation of the listed company now, then make your job easy as a valuer. Last sentence, that financial projections have not been made available. This is the thing because of the price sensitivity of the information. So DCF method you need not use. So your job is easy. Yes, next. Scroll down. Yes. Being sensitive information, this information was not made available because this was not made available, so hence not used. Now, fair basis of amalgamation, asset approach, NAV method, market price method 1007.4, and then 50% weight has been given to the both in case of TCL as well as TCIL. So then what is the reason that why the transferee company valuation report is not there? Because the valuation of the transferee company has been put while calculating the exchange ratio in all the reports. And this TSL jot down these 91.6, 106.6 and 107.4. We will see whether this is same in all the reports or different. And then straight away the ratio has been calculated. 33 equity shares of TSL of 1 each fully paid up for every 10 equity shares of TCIL of rupees 10 each fully paid up. Yes, next. And here fair exchange ratio for amalgamation, again repeated, 33 shares for 10 shares. Yes. What else is there in the report? So this is the forwarding letter which company has submitted to stock exchange. And here the report ends.
Sir, I'm having some observations like as per IBPI, IBPI mandates that there are around 17 items that should be compulsory disclosed in a valuation report, including the confidentiality and all those
Yes.
disclaimers.
Yes.
I could not find that 17 items to be here in this report specifically.
And what is the stake of national companies tribunal and stock exchange? And then choice is yours. Whether you want to make your valuation report world class or you want to issue the ordinary report.
Along with that, what I sense is this CA Vikrant Jain is very young because he is not, he is ACA, means he has not completed his 5 years in CA as a practice as well.
Yes.
So it's really a very extraordinary situation.
Yes.
For me, being a Tata Steel valuation being report being prepared like this, having such limited data, such limited and a very young valuer, means he's not completed. He might be having experience of 1 year to 5 years. That is his range. He might be having experience of 5 or even 1.
Yes. But you cannot challenge anything. Once you become CA, you are CA.
Yeah,
And,
no, I'm not in that sense.
yes.
But to have a valuation of this Tata into such young valuer professional means everything is possible. My sense was like that.
Yes.
In that sense, like anything can happen.
Excitement that tomorrow you will also be approached by the celebrity Nifty 50 company. And
Mhm.
if you are approached, don't worry. Make the report as your benchmark and do it. Enjoy, relax, feel excited.
I'm just waiting this reports and this amalgamation to get passed through by NCLT. So this will be a part of the law that IBBI suggests. Along with this, it will be a part of the law.
The international valuation standards themselves say that wherever regulator is there, then this is not necessary to follow IVS.
Okay.
This is not necessary to follow the IVS. And
Actually, there's a discrepancy. There's a difference between this thing should also be taken care of by IBBI, because as per ICI RVO, there are ICI valuation standards as well. And if you are a member of ICI RVO,
Recorded.
Akashji, now let us go to another report which is in relation to the unlisted company.
Mhm.
One unlisted company, let us see that report also. Now,
Which one, sir?
Indian, go to the list, I will tell you.
Okay.
And Jain Saab has mentioned that this is not necessary to become FCI. So then this is the lesson which we are learning. Go for this steel and wire because this is unlisted company. Yeah, below, yes, this one. Steel and wire. This is unlisted company, steel and wire. So let us see this report now, steel and wire. Plain vanilla report, no chart, no photograph, no picture, nothing else. Now see this one. Indian Steel and Wire Products Limited, which is unlisted company. So we will see the difference. We will note down the difference and now see. Sharmila ji, answer to your question is at the top. True copy Tata Steel Limited. So this is certified true copy because Tata Steel has forwarded this to Bombay Stock Exchange. Therefore, yes. Akashi, the valuer does not have any seal. Just go on the last page. Let us see whether the seal has been prepared by valuer or not.
So it is digitally signed. So in that case,
So then
it is
digitally
not
signed
required.
means you do not
Yes,
require
it
the
is digitally signed. So
rubber stamp not required.
rubber stamp not required, not possible, because if you sign digitally, it's not actually possible to us attach a
Yeah.
rubber stamp.
Yes. So this is why the rubber stamp is not there.
Yeah, yeah.
Now see this Indian Steel and Wire. There is very interesting thing. Just scroll down, then we will see why the single report was not there. So we will get answer here. Yes. So these are all same thing which were mentioned in that earlier report. Let us scroll down and note down the difference. Date of valuation 30th June, financial statement 30th June, Tata Steel, promoters public mentioned, yes, go down. Now see, Tata Steel holding 95% shares and others are holding 4.99% shares. And in this case, this particular company case, money of 4.99% is being refunded. They are not getting shares of Tata Steel Limited. Yes. See, exclusion and limitation is mentioned thereafter. Scroll down. Let us see where it is mentioned that money will be refunded. Valuation methodology. Let us see the valuation methodology now. Here market approach, comparable companies multiple, because company is not listed, therefore market price method not possible. Income approach, DCF, and cost approach, net asset value. Yes. Now here mentioned comparable company fair value is arrived by using multiples derived as manifest. This valuation is based on principle taking place between I have considered this method. Okay. I have considered this method DFCF or fair value. CCM, two methods have been used. And net asset value method has been ignored. This is mentioned. I have considered it appropriate not to consider this method of valuation for present valuation exercise. Recommendation on fair equity value. This recommendation is there. fair basis would have though, and this is mentioned fair value by applying appropriate weightage to the value. Fair value per share is 426.
Hmm.
But here you will not find any share exchange ratio because this company is getting wiped out in the process. Who is refunding their money? Tata Steel will be refunding their 4.99% shareholders' money.
Hmm.
Therefore, this is getting merged. Yeah. See, is it mentioned somewhere? Fair value of equity share is based on methodology and fair value of TISWPL 426 per share. In my opinion, fair value of TISW is 255 crores 426 per equity share. Yes, report submitted. That's it. Now, no share exchange ratio means the money will be refunded in this case. So this is very important case where company is getting merged, but the other shareholders are getting the money, not the shares. Yes. Let us see one report more because we have little time. So then we can go through one more report. Closely held company. We will see the closely held company and see minimalist. I call it minimalist approach where the valuer will disclose very minimum things.
Sir, which one is the closely held?
Yeah, I think TSLP जो है ना TSLP नहीं Tata Steel Long तो that is listed, TRF is listed, tin plate is listed. हाँ TSLP Tata Metallic is also listed. Go for last one. Yes, TSLP. This is the report which is signed by, yes, scroll up. Let us see the report which is signed by Rashmi Shah.
Just a moment, sir. Just a moment.
Yeah. This company is Tata Steel Long. Go for Tata Steel Long.
Yes.
This is the report which is signed by the Rashmi Shahaji.
This one.
Another valuer, and this valuer has done one valuation report. Yes. Recommendation of fair equity share exchange rate for proposed amalgamation of Tata Steel Long products with Tata Steel Limited. Yes. This report runs to 15 pages. Yes. Move down, scroll down. Here you will find that because this is not digitally signed, therefore you will find the stamp of the valuer also. Scope and purpose mentioned.
Here she has used IC evaluation standards.
Yes. Information sources. Now information sources mentioned differently here. Draft scheme of amalgamation, AFS of both companies, then financial statements,
Hmm.
details of PL as provided to us by the management. Here, fair discussion with management to understand their personalized and secondary sources of data, whether or not made available by the companies. Other information and documents for the purpose of this engagement. Yes. Scroll down. And then see the next heading, Akashi. The next heading is scope and limitation. Scope, limitation, and disclaimers.
Yes, sir.
So that means that heading is not as per the valuation rules, valuation approaches and methodologies. These, let us see what all methodology have been used. Cost approach, market approach. Under cost approach, NAV method mentioned again. Yes.
Here she has
Next.
mentioned we have not considered NAV method for the state valuation.
Yes. Now, see, one conclusion can be drawn, Akashji, at this stage. That if you are not going for NAV method, then you do not require the involvement of land and building and plant and machinery.
Yes, that's the only way where we require, and that is the challenge while doing
Yes.
evaluation, because to appoint another two valuers and to coordinate and get the things done, it really becomes very difficult.
Yes. Income approach.
Sir, my question, sir, I have a
Yes.
doubt.
Yeah.
Is Tata Steel is having holdings in all the other companies also, right?
Yes.
As far as I see, I could see some holdings in all other companies that is getting merged with them. Is that right? Is my understanding right?
Yes, you are right. And now see the explanation why DCF has not been used. In the absence of business plan and projections, we have not considered the income approach. Last sentence.
Yes, sir.
So then projections have not been available for the present exercise, have not been made available. So if you don't want to use DFCF, then just mention that projections have not been made available to you. And then you have the justification. And in case of listed company, otherwise also there is no need to use the
Yes,
DFCF and your job is easy. Yeah, market price, market approach, she has adopted this market price method. Yes. Next. And then comparable companies multiple method. So in case of listed company also, this is very interesting to note that this comparable companies method has been used, and that also giving 50% weightage. Share issuance ratio and conclusion. So here conclusion has been reached, and this conclusion talks about and valuation report ends here with one annexer, one page sleek annexer. I call it single page sleek annexer. And see here Tata Steel long and Tata Steel. Now see, this is very interesting. Akashi, you noted down that asset NAV method valuation was something in other company case, which you noted just now. And here this is 89. So this is not same. Similarly, market price method 100 rupees, this is also not same. And market approach, this is also not same. This is also different. In case of Tata Steel Limited. So then we all have used that multiple places that valuation may vary from one. The valuation used can be changed. What has happened at all three figures, value per share of Tata Steel Limited, which is common, has changed in this report. Means this is not necessary. Even the same day report for the same company may have different NAV.
What could be the possible reason?
Think. Yes, let us see that annexer which has been annexed by Rashmiji. There is one single page annexer, page number 15, I think. Yeah, this is the annexer. Actually, we are referring to the annexer, and this annexer has the Tata Steel valuations, NAV, market price, and then third one CCM. And all three are different.
So
CCM can be different.
my question is, how can market market price method can differ? Like, no, as per SEBI, we will have that 6 weeks, 52 weeks, some average
Yes.
method we need to take, no, when we are going.
Yes.
Then how can it differ from one report to another report?
Means the data which was mentioned there, that he has used the data of NSE for volume weighted average. So maybe that she has taken the data of BSE, not NSE, to calculate the volume weighted average. And volumes may be more on NSE on one particular day and maybe less on BSE on that particular day. So that may be the reason why some small variation is there. But interestingly, even NAV method valuation is different.
Yes, how actually I was searching whether the dates are, the valuation date is same or different. The valuation date is same.
Yeah, see on
32.
the top. See
Yeah,
on the top first page. This is 22nd September for all the reports. Go on top little more and you will find. Yes, 22nd September. So Akashji, this is same in all the 6 reports. Then let us go for the comments from Mr. Raghu Valur. Yeah, then we will go for his comments.
Good evening, sir.
Yes, Raghu Saab, yes, welcome.
Sir, of course, by the what are the reports, of course, I could see many of the details are not part of this actually. Only the like it is a executive summary type report.
Yes. This is also what I understand that. Yes, please continue.
Yeah. Therefore, I think nothing about talked about at least the previous 3 years or 5 years financial data at least they are not provided. No calculations are there and all. For a general person, if he reads, he will not be able to understand how these things have happened and all.
Yes.
And it is simply, it looks like only executive summary. It is not a full report. Is it okay? Because IBBI has recently, of course, I came across with certain people actually, they had questioned the valuers, why you have not adopted what are the guidelines issued by them, because all the contents of the report should be there.
Yes. Then we have to, because this is very different reports. These are very different reports where minimalist approach has been adopted. So we will keep an eye on that. And once this case goes through and crosses all the regulators and the NCLT and this is approved, then we will have another session on Tata Steel and we will say that now this is the benchmark. And even if you do not disclose the things, even then your report is okay.
Okay.
So
Sir, one more
report
question I
shall give us
have.
the,
As per the guidelines, actually, we have to use the international valuation standards or the adopted by the any RVO. See, for example, only ICAI has come out with the guidelines. If I am a member of any other RVO, can I adopt what are the ICAI valuation standards or not? This is one question I have.
no, mandatory, not mandatory.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I can see, for example, if I am a member of any other RVO, can I use the guidelines published by ICAI RVO?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes.
Being recorded.
Bakshi Saab, fine.
जी सर
Mr. Bakshi is my batchmate, and
थैंक यू सर थैंक यू सर
Being recorded.
Nilesh ji, any question from your side? And we have Dinesh Sharma ji also. Dinesh Sharma ji,
यस सर
yes, any question?
नमस्कार नमस्कार
Namaskar. Any question, any comment?
सर ये जो आपने टायो टायो है कि तायो
No, this is Tata.
टाटा नहीं नहीं टाटा का टायो है कि जो है
Is wrongly spelled. This is
रंगली
Tata.
स्पेल
Yes,
दिस इज टाटा
Tata.
टाटा टायो
No, Tata. And then second word is okay.
And second word is
read this. Yeah, read this Tata.
ओके ओके
Okay, then Akash ji. Then with concluding comments, we can conclude the session. Kindly switch on your audio.
Yeah, sorry. Thank you, Ajay Garg. Thank you, sir. It was very insightful session. Uh, it is a very eye-opener valuation report, and as you said, if this gets through, this will act as a benchmark for all the values like us. So we could think beyond what is being practiced and work beyond what is being done. So again, thank you very much from all the participants, on behalf of all the participants, that you took the time and showered us with so kindly. Thank you all the participants for joining and being a good listener. Thank you, everyone.
थैंक यू सर ये जोशी हो कहाँ हाँ अरे वो तुम डोर विंडो निकाले थे ना इसका वो कागज मिल नहीं रहा यार, वो लिखना था इसमें, लेकिन एरिया वगैरह कहाँ है? हाँ वो कागज नहीं है, वो मिल नहीं रहा। इसमें नहीं है, इसमें होता तो मिल जाता। सुनो हाँ कहाँ? ये भी है 1.6 है।
वो 1.6 से किए थे सब में, वो कागज है इसमें किए थे सब में।
पॉइंट 9 है,
हाँ
0.9 है।
अच्छा जीवन
हम्म,
ये 4 नंबर है, 4 लगे हैं। D2 नहीं है।
हाँ तो ये इसका
तो इसका टोटल कर दें।
वेंटिलेटर कहाँ गया है इसमें?
हम्म।
वेंटिलेटर कहाँ है?
3 से निकाले भी तो थे हम। 0.75 का है शायद।
ये वेंटिलेटर भी तो दोगे, ये निकाल दो एक कागज पे, यहाँ निकाल दो,
हाँ यही तो लिखिए।
नहीं तो यहीं बैठ के लिखो हमारे सामने।
इसमें तो है D।
अरे नमस्कार।
क्या हाल है? ठीक ठाक है।
जी सर।
दूसरा इसमें लिखा है। अरे पंखा तो बंद कर दीजिए।